Hi, welcome to another episode where of the show we talk about almost everything. It is almost anything, of course. It's your boy Big Rob. We got my man
Yo,
Slim in the building.
what's
Fresh,
good? What's good?
fresh off a series of concerts and a tiring weekend.
No doubt about it, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm on a strong 2 months of working out, so like I'm just trying to keep it consistent
Mm,
because I'm
yeah.
starting to see the results I want to.
Oh shit. Okay. You looking mad relaxed over there, man. I need some of that peace over there you got, sir.
It's nice and quiet over here. I
Yeah.
had the break this weekend.
Oh man. Yeah. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it.
But the crib
Yeah.
clean though, so that they gonna walk in and it's fresh, and then they can destroy it, of course.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's gonna happen. You know how that happen.
So that come with the territory. Um,
Definitely.
So you seen the Olympics starting to heat up, right?
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on? What you like about it? What's in your face right now about it? Like, what do you see like far as the articles and everything that's going on?
I like that. I like that LeBron was the first basketball player, the first American basketball player to do it. And then I like the follow up with Giannis. Honestly,
Yeah.
two pillars in the sport being able to extend who they are and to a bigger market
Yeah.
of people, so making basketball more global. Um,
Okay.
I think that we're now seeing what initiated by Kobe Bryant and whatnot, basketball without borders, the reason why he was going to all these countries playing and whatnot. We're now
Hmm.
seeing the fruits of that labor because every
Yeah.
team that's in the Olympics has people who play in the NBA on
NBA
their team.
now. When before that was like not heard of. Like that was not heard of. That is
I think they
crazy.
said it was like 6 to 9 people when the Dream Team did it that was in the NBA.
Yeah, yeah. Like internationally, yeah. When Barkley and them and Magic and them first did, and they was putting teams, man. They was putting teams on 30s and 40s, easy every night. So and it made these other people be like, yo, what's going on? Why is they and they were starstruck too. Don't get it twisted too. Like they were starstruck about Barkley, about Jordan, Magic, those guys. But now, like you said, man, that is crazy. That's a great point. That's a great point you just talked about. Cause it man, it is a lot of people on these international teams. But the international players are starting to look better.
Yeah, like if we take a good long look at Canada, y'all can say whatever y'all want to. Andrew Wiggins,
Yeah.
SGA, even
HGA.
even Buddy from Houston, who's a defensive pest. God, what is his name? Um, Light skinned cat with the braids, Dylan
I
Brooks.
know Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
They
even them, that they got a squad, bro. Like, oh yeah, and don't my man who played for New York but then went back to RJ Barrett.
RJ Barrett, yeah.
So
Oh,
they
he
got a
on Canada
squad.
too?
Yeah, you got a squad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that ain't they kind of
Yeah, they
deep
got a
over there
squad.
now. Yeah, that ain't nothing that you can just look past. Um, I was looking at Team USA and you know, one thing I want to say, I want to shout out, man. You know who I really want to shout out, and they have a Mamba mentality, and this is for the women's side. And I don't think people give her enough credit. Sue Bird, man.
Yeah, she be
Sue
hooping.
Bird.
She
She
be
be
hooping.
hooping, bro. And she I know she 40 years old. She's 40 now. But we seen the young Sue Bird who go give you that bucket, right? That brought a lot to women's hoop. And she has 4 gold medals, and she ain't never lost with her on the team.
Hey, that
And,
she
and
the reason these players hooping like that.
yeah, and it also says the U.S. in fact is 142-6 all time with Bird, and has won 4 FIBA World Cup gold medals and 1 bronze medal.
Okay.
Yeah, so she got a total of 9 medals, and
Hooping.
and and are the most for any basketball player in the world.
That's
So,
crazy.
hey, shout out Sue Bird.
Sue
She
Bird.
out there killing it,
I think
man.
Melo on there too, ain't he? Like I think he up there with medals
Well,
too, ain't he?
yeah, I think so. But they're just saying Sue
And she's
got
still hooping
9 total medals, and she's still hooping right now. And
though.
they saying it's the most. So 9 medals, that's the most for any basketball player. So she
Yeah.
has the most.
There it is.
So
Bar been set, boy.
yeah, the bar has been set,
You
and
know what I'm saying?
yeah. So I just had to shout her out. I mean, I'm a fan. I seen the work that she's put in. And I know she deserves credit. You know what I mean? That's just been a big thing for me. And I love to see the people who really came, put in the work, was good on every level, far as whether it
College.
was college, high school, was a good pro. Don't hear too much about them, but basketball.
On some bronze
So
stuff.
yeah, it's like it's a Bron. You know what I mean? It's like a Bron. It's like you know, it's they were professional. It's like a Steph Curry.
Yeah.
You come professional. You put in the work. You've been giving buckets this whole time in your career. Now you're an OG, still giving buckets, and you
Mm,
still represent your country, and you can come at 40 and still get buckets. That is crazy.
right.
So going for a 10th medal, that's crazy. So hey, shout out Sue Bird, bro. I
Shout
just
out to
had to say
Sue
that.
Bird.
I had
I
to
mean,
say that, man.
so since we in the basketball vein anyway,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's been some moves in free agency,
Okay,
and
talk to me.
there's some squads that look a lot better now. Like
Uh huh.
they look a whole lot better. So, it's three in particular. Um, First up we got Philly. So
Okay.
of course Philly now has their starting lineup. If they were to go rolling today, it'd be Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre, Paul George, and Caleb Martin.
Mm, okay.
So with the moves
Yeah.
they made, adding Paul George, Oubre, and Caleb Martin, do you think that's enough to get them over the Boston hump?
Honestly, personal opinion. Always say with hoop, it takes in consideration injuries, and it takes in consideration your bench. Now, on paper, Boston is just too good.
Mm,
They're too good. You know, and I say this to say why they're too good. First, you know, you got Big Al over there.
yeah.
You got Big Al Horford. He's that guy he's the defense.
You think, but do you
He's the
think the
I,
hunger's still there? Because
yes,
don't get me wrong. Like
yeah,
I'm with you, but now it's like
right,
he got the ring. Like, so is the hunger
yeah.
still there?
The hunger is still there because it just happened.
Okay.
So now he's able to celebrate. But now, if we're in the off season, just think if he get Porzingis the
I think I
same hunger.
I think they extended Porzingis too, which is crazy.
Right.
They're not losing
They
anything.
they're not losing anybody, right? So now you got a strong, clean Porzingis coming in, which you can minimize his minutes with. You got a vet with Al. So now if you get another, let's just say a center, right, or forward,
Hmm.
now you can really minimize Porzingis. He can really play minutes where he can shoot, rebound, do what he need to do because we know his whole career he's been an injury-prone player. So with that being said, you get Al out there, you get Porzingis out there. All right, that's already a threat. You get another young bull who's going to defensive on the defensive side who just can rebound and play defense. Now we still haven't gotten to Jaylen Brown. We still haven't gotten to Tatum yet. We still haven't gotten to your boy, your
My
personal
guy.
favorite, your personal favorite point guard. We still haven't talked about him. I'm gonna say his name in a minute, but I know that's your guy,
That's my guy.
that's your man.
They be locking shit,
So
boy.
he be locking shit up. So him, and then with White as a 3 point presence, it's gonna be hard to beat them because just think we didn't even get to see Porzingis the way we needed to see him.
Right. He was hurt at the end.
He was
Like so.
hurt. So
Uh,
now, with that being said, if Boston adds to their bench,
it's
yeah,
really over.
so it's really over. So what I want to say is Philly, I gotta see what they do as far as the bench, and I gotta see what they go do on minimizing Embiid. If a second team can get out there and Embiid don't have to go out here have 30, 35 a night, he's facing a double team. Double teams beat your body up all year.
Hmm.
Uh, they force injuries because you got to do a lot, to get out of double team. PG, I love PG. I think PG is one of them. I think he just hasn't got a chance to get over the hump, either injury or injuries to his teammates. I do like the trade. Um, I think it's gonna be man. But we got to worry about the young bulls too, man, because there's some young bulls over there who coming up.
Yeah.
So what New York.
Well, no, no. So New York, we still they next. We still got
Yeah. Oh, okay,
we
okay,
just
okay.
work
All
we
right,
just
okay. We
working
just
Philly.
working on this one. Okay, yeah,
We just
Philly.
working
Okay,
Philly. So
okay. So Philly,
so
yeah, I think they made some adjustments. I think I just always say it comes down to coaching and adjustments, and I just think with Tatum and Jaylen Brown right now, you can rely on your youth,
mm,
right, from a guard standpoint, and then if one of them don't go off, the other one will. So you got to worry about two people can possibly get you 30 points or more a night. Where Jaylen Brown, you seen take it, and say, hey,
take
this my
control.
this is my court. You know what I'm saying? Give me the ball.
You're gonna have to
And
guard me.
you got to guard me. And he took that right out of dog's hand, Tatum, and said, nah, this me.
It's
I
me.
got it. This me.
Well, that's the homie. So if he can take off some weight, then of course, he's
Yeah,
just doing
yeah.
what homies do. But
Mm-hmm.
all right, so next up, all right, we got the Kings. So now the Kings, of course, they still got De'Aaron Fox. They added
Yes,
DeMar
sir.
DeRozan. Still got some bonus,
Oh,
and then they paid Malik Monk, of course. So
right. I knew he was gonna get paid.
so with that, are they now in the conversation in the West? Because I feel like the like with Denver making the moves they made, they're not as powerful as we once seen them.
Uh-huh.
So, do we think the Kings can now come into that conversation? Because with Denver fractioning their team and trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure out a replicated system that works, that'll
Yeah.
put them in a position where they're in top competition.
Right, right.
And so now basically that top spot is kind of like up for grabs. Do you think
Yeah,
that now puts them in that conversation?
definitely puts him in the conversation. Um, now, now you got a big three. If everybody shows up with DeMar DeRozan, which is a 25 a night player,
A bucket.
now he's a bucket. He's a bucket.
Told
You
y'all
look
he
at
Jordan.
Fox, he's a bucket. You look at Sabonis. If we get a good Sabonis, the double double Sabonis, hey, add it with a Malik Monk, hey, that's in the conversation. I just think it's gonna rely on people's benches these days because a lot of these teams are spending money on the front court, but ain't spending money on the bench. And I think the defense and the bench is going to win you games. Now, with Denver, um, I think I'm looking at an even Steven. Far as I just know personally, with Russell Westbrook coming over there as a vet, you taking the ball out of Jamal Murray's hands to bring
And
up the ball now. So you moving him to the two, which
so
I've been saying he needs to play the two. Cause if you look at it, he can bring the ball up in the fourth quarter. Now, if he's playing the wing all night, and like I know, that boy Murray would go off and bury six trays on you real quick.
it will. It'll be absolute problem.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on
So,
Canada squad too.
oh, oh God. Oh man. Yeah, they. Oh my God. Okay. So Murray's on his team too. That is crazy. Okay. Yeah, that's a crazy squad. So with that being said, that's crazy. Yeah, with that being said, with Westbrook being added, I think that kind of takes a toll off. I think they should have went back and tried to get
Rick Ron.
um yes, yeah, for a defense presence. I think he would have been added, and they wouldn't have had to pay him that much as they would have had to pay with for Russell Westbrook. I think that would have been it.
And they
Or they
lost
could have.
KC. And they lost KCP too.
Yeah, you lose KCP.
That
Um,
that 3 and D. So like that's why I'm
yeah,
like, man, like the team that Denver won with is slowly being fractured. And then, we can say whatever we want to. I'm not sure how big of an effect Michael Porter Jr.'s brother situation had on him, but
hmm
he's not the player that he needs to be at this moment.
yeah, and that could be, you know, um, hey, emotional things, plays a role, and then we don't know how his brother was, if that was his fuel to his fire. You know what I mean? Like certain people can bring that up out of you. You know what I'm saying? You having different conversations. They feeding you that hunger, and that might have been a piece that just was like, dang, this. So he probably got to find that button again. That he can push to turn on and be like, yo, let's go. But like you said, um, he seems like he's not the same. I hope that brother gets better in the off season, man. I still look at Denver as a contender, man.
Yeah, they're a
It's hard
threat.
to count them
They're,
out. Yeah,
they're,
it's
they're,
hard
they're
to
they're
count
a
them
threat.
out.
It's just that, like, because of how their team has been playing, and then also how they they kind of deal with situations when they got to deal with an athletic scorer like Anthony Edwards and whatnot, and he's on their
Yeah,
squad is only going to get better. Like
yeah, for
it's
sure.
it it's like
Yeah,
I can't just solidify you right there just yet. Like, and
right.
then the manner y'all got beat in too. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you
that's
know,
true.
respect to the champ, respect to the MVP. No, so like. I would say that they're a threat, but I can't solidify them as the people coming out the West just yet.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
How you feel about Phoenix, man? They just signed Tyus Jones. They signed Monte Morris too at point guard. Um,
mm, like Phoenix, they like them moves not gonna move the needle nothing. Like
I
you
mean
know,
this how they looking as a starting lineup. I just want you to see. They got Tyus Jones, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Nurkic. What is it?
Nurkic,
Nurkic?
yeah, Nurkic
Nurkic.
nice.
Yep,
Um,
Nurkic. And then reserve Monte Morris, Allen Lee, Little, Liddell, O'Neal, Plumlee, and Bo.
um,
So
I mean, it's not enough. I don't feel like that. What I don't think the moves is what they're is going to be the reason why they win or lost, why they win or lose. Um,
hmm
they need more continuity, and like if Kevin Durant is not the Kevin Durant that everybody wants him to be,
wants him
then
to be.
you gotta build around the Kevin Durant that you have, and that might be with Booker taking more shots, or doing more with the ball, or you guys may need to make a trade in regards to like Beal to look to add to the scoring and the efficiency because when y'all are together, it it works, but Beal and KD got like the worst history in the past 4 or 5 years of playing. Like so,
Yeah, they do. They really do. And I think with them adding Bo, man, I really think they got a good second team, man. If they stay in to where, like I said, you got that Devin Booker, you got that Bill, whoever hot. Let's just say whoever hot for a game, right? If
mhm.
you got them to come in and play with the second team while others rest, and you got these other kids getting off, which they got a young depth chart now, I can see it, man.
I mean, I'm like, if we like putting them in top, if we like ranking them, like if they can have that conversation about the top four, I don't think I can say that yet. Especially because you still got to deal with Minnesota. You still got to
Yeah,
deal with Dallas, and
yeah,
Dallas now has a lethal shooter.
yeah,
Um, can you really ever count out Golden State or the Lakers? So like it's a like
yeah.
am I confident in the moves just yet? Like maybe and then also they even had a full 2 seasons with any coach that they've had in the past 4 or 5 years.
That's true.
So
That's true.
like they need more continuity. I'm not like they're like if they made a major move or
Yeah,
and then also we're aware of KD's status with the Olympics. Like he was hurt for the past 2 weeks. So like it's when you dealing with
doesn't
this
come
and
in healthy.
it's the middle of the summer. I mean it's the end of the
Yeah,
summer. Like y'all got 2 3 months until y'all start going. Like so
for real. I want to add this though, and this is going back to the Celtics.
mhm.
They signed Gallinari,
Oh,
2 years.
another shooter.
Blake Griffin,
They gonna let my man get a ring.
yeah. Sam Hauser, he got a 3 year deal, and Luke Cornett got a 2 year deal. So yeah, with them, Boston not playing, man. They
Hey,
they
look,
they
and they making good moves, boy.
they making good moves. They making good moves, and um, you know, I'm that's crazy, man. Chicago, they signed Dragic, Andre
Man,
Drummond, Derrick Jones Jr., and Zach Levine again on
well,
5 year deal.
they got Well, because they lost Demar, so like
Yeah,
I don't hear no names replacing that. So
no, no,
like
yeah. That is crazy that you say that because um, Cleveland they signed Garland, Darius Garland. He got a 5 year extension. Lopez got a Robin Lopez. He got a year. Raul Neto he got a year, and Ricky Rubio he got a 3 year deal. Um, I'm just trying to I'm just trying to give you everybody who did something as far as free agency, and then we can go over who you feel like the strongest.
I bet, bet,
JaVale,
bet.
Dallas, JaVale McGee, 3 year deal. Theo Pinson,
I said
1 year
that
deal.
too. I said that too. Just like defense, like JaVale McGee is still serviceable. And now Denver, I mean, now Dallas got them a big and they got them a shooter. Oh, well, let's go. Oh, Sam, you disappeared. Oh, doggone. Oh, man. That's my dog. It's good. Oh, so it's still showing that it's on on his thing. Hold on. I think I'm out. Boom. Okay. Had to get my man back. All right, bet.
We back in?
We back in.
All right,
Pause.
bet.
What was that?
Major
20.
pause. That was a major
Yeah,
pause
that was
too.
bad,
That
bro.
was bad. That was pretty bad. Hey, all right. Uh Denver, Denver, Denver. Bruce Brown agrees to 2 year deal
With Denver?
with Denver.
Okay. That's so I'm starting to like that.
K KCP agrees to 2 year extension.
But he went to Orlando, right?
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm in the. Hopefully, I ain't in the wrong year
Yeah,
because I'm looking at all this.
KCP went to Orlando.
He in Orlando.
Yeah,
Maybe this is last year stuff. I thought I was in this year stuff because it's saying. Yeah, I'm just looking at NBA from UGC tracker. My bad. My bad. I'm giving out bad information.
no worries. Nah, there is one other spot I did want to get your opinion on, and that's the New York, aka Nova Knicks.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
of course, we got Brunson, we got Josh Hart, we got Dante DiVincenzo. We now got one of my homies, one of my favorite, Mikal Bridges. Um,
Ah,
You got OG Ananobi as a good defending wing, and right now their big would be Julius Randle, and they also got Mitchell Robinson, who is a actual center. So with that, and with that, do you think that's enough to get them where they need to be? Because we saw a lot out of them last season.
yeah. Um, I always feel like this with teams. When we say is it enough, um, I never know what enough is, right?
Well,
Say,
the added firepower in defense. Do you think it's like
yeah,
do you think that takes them like because right now the measuring stick is going to be Boston, of course.
yeah, yeah, no doubt.
So is the squad that they have currently the major pieces we just named? Can
Yeah.
they can they threaten Boston?
Hey, I could see a game six. I could see a game 6, 7.
Okay.
Um, man, but
I
it's just it's hard for me to say, man, because the power that Boston has, man.
see.
Right?
I think me and you thinking the same thing because the reason why I'm like right there with you. It'll probably go game six in the Eastern Finals is because
Yeah,
Boston overtakes with the bigs.
exactly. Yeah, and this is the thing, man. That Pritchard, you got him. You got the young bull at small forward, the Brissett. You got Porzingis. You got Wash at small forward. You got Drew Holiday at point. You got J.D. Davison at point. At center, you got the Quetta, whatever his name is. I forgot it. Nemus,
Oh yeah,
Quetta.
yeah, yeah. Nemus blood.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you got Derek White, still Tatum. Uh, you got Al Horford over here. You got Jalen Brown. You got Luke Cornett,
Cause,
Xavier Tillman. You
cause, cause,
know,
'cause I think we kind of on the same thing. Is that like they with that as far as guards and wings, like all stars accounted for, that
yeah,
they're kind of gonna wash. I feel like Drew Holiday, White, Brunson, Brown is a equal wash to
yeah,
Brunson, DiVincenzo, Bridges, Anunoby. So
yeah,
it's literally gonna come down to Randall versus Porzingis, and then the bigs.
yeah. And then it's gonna come down to who wanted more out of the on the defensive end, and it's gonna come down to this: is New York gonna continue to play the shit out of 7, 8 players?
That's the see. I love that. I love that because I was
Yeah,
literally just thinking that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
all right. Let's say we continue as is. Let's continue. Let's say that Tibbs does not change what he does. If he wins, if he wins, does that put to rest the?
The
Does it put?
Thibodeau edges, I put that to rest.
Does it put it to rest?
I can't say because it hasn't worked yet. So if it ain't worked yet, shit. Hey man, they say, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Ain't
Yeah,
that what they say? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well,
yeah.
that shit is broke, and he needs to fucking fix it.
Hold on,
That
man.
shit is broke, man.
Hold on. Let me see. Well, keep going. I'm gonna see if I can save my man Tibbs at all.
Yeah,
Let
man.
me
That
see.
system is fucking broke, man. And the reason I say that is because Brunson was playing all those minutes, and in the last game that they needed him, he got fucking injured. He played too much. We know, man. Everybody know. You can't have your stars on that type of time. You gotta have your bench. You gotta believe in your bench. That's the whole part of the second team. You gotta have people like Derek White still out there splashing threes. You gotta have your second team, man. And you gotta have that player who can play with the second team. Not only one, you need to have. It's just like with Philly, for instance. They brought in Tyrese Maxey, right? With
Hmm.
Maxey, they had him, they had him playing, and he was playing against, in back of vets, but it gave him a chance to get the experience. So now, what's happening over there? He a dog, right? You need to have your bench be able to have some type of star power. For instance, when we won the back to back in Detroit, Chauncey,
Daddy!
Chauncey, Rip, uh,
If they
you
do
know,
good. If I go to Juice's party. Yeah. This was
It's a smooth guy right there.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm dirty. So I wear this one to Juju. You.
Okay. All right. Well, happy to see you, son.
I got these at Juju's party too.
You got your band.
Yeah.
Okay, son.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi.
What's up, man?
I'm doing good.
You doing good?
Yeah.
You had some fun?
Yeah.
Good, good.
What's up, RJ?
Yeah.
Okay. See you later. So what? Y'all about to take a...
Why, buddy? We're back to eat dinner.
Okay, son. All right. Well, eat dinner. Come to me afterwards, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, bang. All right. So, I
Okay, let's
mean,
go back to
so
let's
so
go
that
back to the top.
so
Let's go
I,
back.
I all right. So that I do got some numbers though, because numbers we can't ignore 'em. So like, all
Can't
right.
ignore the numbers.
So top five players in the league last year that played the most minutes. Who do you think they are?
Brunson for sure. He probably number one.
None of
Um,
none of them are New York Knicks.
none of them are New York Knicks.
None of them are New York Knicks.
Okay.
Top top
Well,
five
this one.
last year.
Hold on, hold
Top
on,
five.
hold on. I want to say, do you have a results minutes played in the playoffs?
But I feel like that's when you're supposed to go. Like,
No, no, no. I'm saying if we, because you got to think of this too. Brunson was traded in the middle of the season.
no, Brunson was already there.
At
So
that
like,
time,
yeah, like he had already been on the contract for 2 years. So IP the top five last year was DeMar DeRozan, Tyrese Maxey, Luka
mm-hmm.
Doncic, Mikal Bridges, and Kevin Durant. All of them
Okay.
played 37 minutes. Now, when we get to because we like to have a conversation about the Knicks,
Yeah.
Brunson actually played 35 minutes, and he's at 14. Anthony Davis actually played more minutes per game than he did,
Mm.
and LeBron played 35 minutes. So like, I understand. So I know why people are upset, and it's because of the D Rose injuries. But if we look at it, bro,
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
if we look at it, if you getting top money, bro, you playing top technical minutes. Like everybody we just named, everybody except Fred Van Fleet and Kobe White, they're getting top money. Booker is above them. De'Aaron Fox is above them. Jason Tatum is above them. Sabonis is above them. DeJounte Murray is above them. All these people are getting top
Mm-hmm.
money.
Yeah, they are.
So like I mean I understand why people are upset because it's time and it's the blowback from the injuries with D Rose. But the reality of it is that if you're getting a big check, bro, you playing big minutes.
Yeah, this is what I will say. Um and um and I just think this, and I'm gonna leave it like this. I think with them running the system, right?
Mhm.
Um, that they're running, and that's a 7-man rotation. I think that's where it plays a big part at when you're running the 7-man rotation and he's not really coming out. So
I
when I
agree.
looked at top 5 players with most minutes played in the NBA playoffs, who do you think they are?
Like all the starters, Brunson, Anthony Edwards, probably
Uh,
LeBron James, and Doncic.
nope.
No,
Joel
Josh Hart.
Embiid. Uh-uh. Joel Embiid was number one.
This year?
Yeah, he played 541 minutes.
No, the nigga was hurt.
Jalen Brunson, 514 minutes.
No, these got to be career, bro. They got to be.
It says these statistics are accurate as of this pro season are based on conference minute stats leaders. 20, 23, 24 postseason data to qualify a player must play at least 150 minutes. So, yeah, it said Joel Embiid played 541 minutes. Bronson played 514 minutes. Damian Lillard played 494 minutes. SGA played
Oh,
484 minutes, and
nigga,
Tyrese Maxey played 476 minutes.
nigga, that's last year. It's got to be,
Yeah,
bro. That's got to be last year because dog, he didn't play until the semifinals. I
yeah.
think.
Finals. Then, yeah, I think. Yeah, you're right. That's got to be the year before.
Like, so I bet. Let me see. Hold on. Most minutes in 2024 playoff. Oh, all right. So, all right, all right. So, well, all right, we ready to talk about that one. So, the most minutes is 900, bro, with Luca.
Mm.
Number two is Kyrie with 879. Number three is PJ Washington with seven. They all on the same squad.
Yeah, they all on the
Uh,
same squad, so they wasn't coming out.
but oh, okay, but no. We got to remember that's because they played until the finals.
Finals. Yeah,
Yeah. So, all
yeah.
right. Hold on. Yeah.
That's
That
the
makes
thing.
sense.
They played
Be,
into the finals, so they go have the most minutes.
because the next three is the Celtics. Like, actually, yeah, the next four is the Celtics. So then,
So hold on. I want to tell you this: minutes per game
yeah.
played by an individual. We'll just say that. Embiid, when he came back, he played 41.3 minutes a game.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he was hooping he was hooping when he came back.
Came back. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So he damn near played 42 minutes a game. Next up, Brunson, 39.8 minutes a game.
That's to be expected.
Okay. Damian Lillard next, 39 minutes.
He ain't have a choice either.
No. Shea Gilchrist Alexander, 39.9. Maxi, he was playing 44.5 minutes a game.
Hooping.
Mitchell, 38.2. Luca, 40.9. Jokic, 40.2. LeBron James, 40.8. Anthony Davis, 41.6. Anthony
See,
Edwards,
see, see. So,
40.6. So is
see,
that so are you
see. But
telling me
I'm
that's a
telling
part
you,
of if you
that's
get this
part of
bag,
that.
this is a part of your bag. That's
Thank
what
you.
you telling me.
Thank you. But because, bro, we just
Okay.
me and you just did regular season, and then we did playoffs, and even
Yeah.
still, Brunson was at 39. You just named 10 players in 40s.
Yeah. But I did name players who weren't point guards either.
I mean, regardless,
Regardless, yeah. Regardless, yeah.
it should be less wear and tear on you because you're a point guard, like LeBron
No,
James and Anthony Davis.
not a scoring point guard. Let's not do that.
Okay,
Because now you
okay.
got to bring up the ball, you got to control the team, and you got to score, and you got to play defense
Well, to be
at a
fair,
smaller person.
to be fair, he didn't have the weapons that he had this year, so I'm sure that the
Yeah,
actual stress load will decrease. But
I
I
hope
think
so.
I think
Because
I think we got to say it though, man. Like if you get the big check, you playing big minutes. It's not Tom
you playing big
Thibodeau.
minutes.
It's
Yeah,
just that D Rose got hurt.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And that was over. And it's telling you over 13 games. It's telling you how many games. Luca had 22 games at 40 minutes.
Come on, man.
Um, and Luke, I mean, but Luca is how tall is Luca?
He's like what 6'7", 6'8".
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, only person I can see comparing to like a Brunson is probably like on this list with all these. I could say it's Tyrese Maxey or
Yeah,
Kyrie
yeah. So what? Like that's what I'm
or
saying.
Kyrie.
Even still though, like all these
Murray
people,
did
bro.
too. Yeah,
That you
yeah,
just gotta hoop. That's who you is. That's what your
yeah,
position requires, bro. Like if you want to win the championship, sometimes you're gonna have to play 40 minutes. Jimmy Butler played 48 minutes one time in the bubble and could not recover, bro.
yeah. DaVincio, he got a 35.8 and a new
Out of Nubi.
Ananobi 36 minutes. Hart had 42 minutes.
Come on, man. Come
And
on, man.
McBride had 30 minutes. That's all on the same squad.
Come on, dog.
So
I mean, yeah, it's a 7-man rotation because they didn't
yeah,
have the people who could play defense. Like, but they got the people they
yeah.
want now.
But and then on top of this, they went pretty far without
Randall,
a
Mitchell
great center,
Robinson.
a great forward, and not having that second presence. You know what I mean? With somebody who can get a 20 and 10 every night. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
You know,
Now you got Mikal Bridges who can boom give you 18, who can give you 15 to 20 depending on what you need from him.
what you
You
need for, yeah.
You got DiVincenzo who can handle the second unit, and then Anunoby, he's an efficient 3 and D guy who cuts down passing lanes. So
Yeah,
nah,
no
man,
doubt.
I think his assist number should go up more this year, and hopefully the stress on his actual body is less, so that we like he can wash this filth from Tom Thibodeau name. Otherwise, it's gonna be there forever
It's always gonna be there, man. And
until he
I
wins.
think, yeah, until he wins. I think, like you said, until he wins. But I'm like, he played that rotation this year. I think you got to believe in some of your players too, man. And that's a part of building them up during the season. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel. I think you got to build players up during the season and have them on the second team hooping. Like, yo, ballers in your time. This what we need you to do. I think they need some of that on the second team
I,
because with your point guard averaging 32, it
that
puts him.
motherfucker
I
was
mean,
going
it still
crazy.
puts him. Yeah, he was going
He
crazy. I
was going
mean,
crazy.
because look, he's averaging 32.4. Lillard averaging 31.3. SGA 30.2. Maxi 29.8. Luca, he averaging 28.9. I'm just naming some point guards right now. Kyrie was averaging 22. Murray was averaging 20. Um, Halliburton 18. Um, and White, he labeled as a point guard on her 16.7. So
I mean,
yeah,
he would be technically a point guard when they're up there, unless Drew is on there.
yeah. Unless Drew out there, yeah, no doubt. So yeah, I mean, he got the check. So you saying what comes with the check is more on you,
Minutes.
more minutes on you. So don't Kawhi Leonard me is what you saying.
Well, yeah, because I feel like when you a hungry player and whatnot, you begging for them minutes to display your talent. Now
Yeah.
you get the check and you don't want to play the fucking minutes. Like, chill.
I don't think he don't want to play the minutes.
No, no, no. I don't
I
think
think
that.
he I think he just didn't want to have the firepower, man.
No,
It was a lot on him. When you got to score 45 and 50 to win, that's a lot on you.
I mean, but now is known that he got the capability that if something got to pop off, we can lean on JB. But Randall got to stay healthy though.
Yeah,
Randall got to stay healthy, or they got to go get them another big. So if Minnesota want to move off Cat because they see that Nas Reed and Rudy Gobert is a better situation, then I think
yeah.
New York need to get on top of that.
Yeah, no doubt. I do think New York needs another big man for sure.
Mhm.
Somebody that can be a better post presence, even if it's like a Rudy Gobert. You know what I mean? Somebody who go get you some rebounds, play some
Nah, that
defense.
Minnesota ain't letting go of Rudy, man.
No, I'm just saying in that
But
caliber of player. You know,
But I know for a fact that based on because we seen what Anthony Edwards did by himself. Like
yeah,
they're thinking like, well, shit, we don't got to deal with the contract. Nas Reed is basically the same player, but has more chemistry. Like
yeah, yeah. I mean, hey,
so,
hey, that's a fact.
so it's
That's a fact.
interesting. It's interesting, man.
It is, man. Like I said, man. I I just think, man, with everything that's going on in the league, um, people are gonna have to make certain changes, you know, to
Who,
compete.
what two teams? And let's do one East, one West. What team in the East has the best chance to make some changes and get into the conversation? And what's the change they need to make?
Um, Being honest, man, uh, with what Boston has going on, I look at them as like the bad boys right now. I
Hmm.
look at them as the
The
'08
vi-
Detroit Pistons. Like,
the villains.
yeah, the chemistry. You got the right people. You know, you got everybody who's in order. So you got the right vets. You got the right guard experience. Uh, you got the right defensive people. So it's gonna be hard, man. I see. Um, if the Knicks make a cut, if Julius Randle play right, if we can get Randle and we can have somebody come. If the Knicks get a good bench, I can see them competing. Like I can actually see the Knicks because we know at any given moment what Brunson can do. So with that being said, the Knicks was my favorite, one of my favorites uh coming out this year, far as out the East. Uh they got a good chance, man. I want to see how they go be healthy.
Healthy.
You know what I mean? Healthy without the
So,
7-man rotation.
so health and Julius Randle is the key to the Knicks getting over the hump. Or because we got to understand that, like, I don't think it's possible to get a bench and keep Randall. It's gonna have to be one or the other.
Yeah, no doubt. I think if Randall stays healthy, because this is gonna be his contract year.
Hmm.
If he don't stay, um, if he don't stay, healthy, they go get rid of him, man.
I agree.
They go get rid of him. Like, um, that's just me personally speaking. If he don't have a breakout season right now, they're gonna
It's
get rid of
over.
him.
I agree.
Yeah, they're gonna
So
get rid of him.
if you the Knicks, because you've seen him the entirety of the career. You've seen him the entirety of the extension onto the contract. So do you think that
Yeah.
he's shown enough, or do you try and put wrap him into a trade and get Jared Allen, or try and have that conversation with Minnesota to get Cat over there? Like, has he done enough for the money that's going to be what he's going to be potentially asking for, or do you take him right now, for whatever his value is, and trade him for the bench and the big that you need?
If it was me,
Yeah,
if it
it's
was
tough.
me, yeah, it is. It's tough, man. It's tough because you know Dallas has Clay now.
Hmm.
Tobias got took up. He went to Detroit. James Harden got took out. DeRozan got took. I mean, for far as like people that can come in and be an instant
But
snatch
they,
up a finger, they can
but
put.
but they already set at guard and wings. They need a big. They need bigs, fours and five. What four and five? What four or five is going to do it because they already paid in a newbie. They gave up the picks for
Uh-huh.
Mikal Bridges. They got DiVincenzo for free agency from Golden State, and then of course we already know what Brunson did so that he can better his team. So what's the better move? Keeping Randall or trying to find a trade to for a better big and a bench?
I
Because they said
think,
at wings,
yeah, they said at that.
and they
I
got
think I
campaign as
think
the
you can.
they got campaign as the backup point guard too, so he ain't gonna do nothing silly.
Nah, I think with who they drafted and um Randall coming back, I think he can benefit. And then if he don't do what he do this year, knowing it's a contract year, then it's up. We
So,
know what time it is.
so you gonna
We
give
know
him a
what
year?
time it is. Yeah, yeah, you get a year. And
Nah,
that's why? I say give him a year? Because now we gonna see how hungry you are. Now, nigga, you didn't came in, you didn't sat out. We gotta see how hungry you are. You know it's coming. This is like Klay Thompson last year with the donut. You come out this motherfucker, you have a donut. You know this contract year, nigga.
man, bro,
Like, come on,
that was
man.
one game, and that's Clay
That
though.
that I don't we don't care who it is. We know you Clay, but you ain't been the same Clay.
Buddy Hield is not me, bro. He is not Clay, bro.
Buddy Heat is not, but he might as well been Clay because I ain't seen
The
Buddy
zero,
Heat getting no motherfucking zero. He ain't getting no
the zero.
donut. So
I can't
that just
defend you
puts
with the donut, Clay.
the
They
donut,
kept
yeah,
they
the
shut me up
donut.
every time with the
Hey,
donut, bro.
yeah, you did not show up. You went 0 for 10 or some crazy shit, and you had a donut. Come on, bro.
Every
During
time, bro.
contract year. So what I'm gonna say is this: as of now, when I look at free agency, and I don't have everybody up right now, so I can't really say. But do I get somebody worth right now what Julius Randle is right now? I don't think we do.
Hmm.
Um, then we got to think about too. If you trade up, you got to think about the contract you might take on with cap space. What you willing to give up for our, draft spaces, whatever. We got to think about that. And then on top of all that shit, we got to think about chemistry. So he coming in. He got hurt. They've been playing with him. We just see where it go from there because he know like we know. Hey, if your ass don't do what you need to do, you is getting sent the fuck up out of here, brother. So
Boom.
you got to come to play. And in New York, let's not get it twisted. We can go get somebody else for you. We can ship you up out of here, and we can get somebody, one of these young bulls, because you go have somebody who come up, who
Doing as
come
we're
to
ready.
play, who ready, and who's willing to come over and play with JB and be that second factor. You know what I mean? So,
Okay.
and
All right.
then if it was me too, when I seen Siakam coming to free agency, I think that
You
would have been
jumped
a
on that
better
one.
move for him. Yeah, I think they should have jumped on that, but
Hmm.
they didn't. So they must see something with being loyal to Randall, you know, and he's still in his contract. So I could see them. I could see them saying, "Fuck it, we gonna stick it out with Randall. We gonna see what he do."
I can see I can appreciate that.
Yeah,
If it's me, it's like nah, man. We gonna try and get something else, add some more depth. Everybody understand it's a JB team, and we trying to win right now. But that's only if the conversation is about Cat. If it's about anybody else, then we just run around.
Well, it's still a JB team. It's still gonna be a Jalen Brunson team. So I think if I was Randall, with me being a 20 and 10 player, I would come in and I would feed off him. I would feed off bro. You know, what's gonna make me better? What's gonna make us better? What can I do now to come in? Cause you
Well,
just had a great ass season. What can I do to come in? Do I need to rebound more? Do I
yes.
need to, what do I need to do? Even if I
So
come
he
in this year and average 18 and 8, I'm
so
doing something that we didn't do last year.
so like if he stays, he would need to be he would need to like it wouldn't be you wouldn't be a 20 and 10 guy. They would need you to be 15 and 15 because Hardenstein's no longer there. Like so you don't
Yeah,
necessarily got nobody grabbing the boards except Josh Hart. So he's gonna
right.
be out there. So but if Mitchell Robinson is the play and y'all feel like y'all can work with this, then bro, you're gonna
Yeah,
have to be 15 and 15. And then Mitchell
sure.
Robinson is going to have to be like 9 and 12.
Yeah, and that's cool. But even if he get 20 and 8, and you got Mitchell coming off the bench, and he getting you 9 and 12, or 9 and 10, or even 8 and 10, that's
Somebody got to
still,
get them boards. That's all
yeah.
I'm
Somebody
saying.
got to get him. You know what I mean? And I think as a team, um, yeah, I think I could see Randall come back and be, if he's a 16 and 12 player, or even if he's a 12 and 12 player, as long as he's getting a double, I think he should average a double double. I
Yeah.
think I think Julius Randle should average 18 and 10.
Mm.
18 and 10. For the caliber of player, you've been an all-star before. You coming off an injury. You're gonna be fully healthy. You need to be 100%. With you being 100%, we need you to come in this motherfucker and you need to come play. Not only come play, we need to have you consistent.
When
And
you playing?
when you playing every night basis, we need you to at least get 16 to 20 points and grab at least 10 boards or more.
Nah, I told you I need 15 and 15 out you. Otherwise, I won't cap.
I can see where you coming from.
so,
Shit, I can
you
I can
know,
see where you coming from.
I,
I'm with you.
so, so with that being said, then what does Minnesota need to, get to the finals and do what they need to do? Because they had a good run, and then it's just like they saw Dallas, and it was
Minnesota need experience.
okay.
Is They got young cats over there, and nobody's ever been in that space.
Not even
So,
Conley.
not even Conley, right? So you got an OG in Conley, and you had an OG in Monte Morris over there. But besides, he's been to the furthest probably out of all those guys, Monte Morris, on that depth chart last year. So with that being said, uh Carl Anthony Towns, none of those guys, Gobert, none of those guys had been there before. So, sometimes you may get starstruck. Sometimes you may get, caught up in the moment because you don't have that physical sense of where you at,
Hmm.
and how to accomplish it. It's not like a Golden State where, man, we locked in. You got a floor leader like Draymond Green, who's out there to be the gladiator, to bring everybody in and say, hey, we locking in. Like, we got to keep this going. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they had that floor presence. And then
Hmm.
Conley got hurt.
Right.
So he was that and he got hurt. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, um, I think um experience experience was their problem.
Okay.
And I could see them getting to the next level. I think if you add in a couple of OGs for just the bench, and some like like a KCP or
I would.
people who've been there. I think if you add that in there, I think you're good.
In the next few minutes. What you need, son? Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll be down there in a second. So, yeah, man. Once they like now that they've attained like you think their loss to Dallas and the method that they did gave them what they need for them to be able to get over that hump.
Yeah, I think you see it all the time though. I think you see it all the time. I think we just don't acknowledge it.
Fact.
Um, let's look at Mark Jackson with Golden State, right? They went to the first round, got put out. Next year, Mark Jackson took it to the second round. They got put out. Third year, Mark Jackson took them to the third round. They got put out. What happened? Steve Kerr comes in. It's already a championship ball team. This is a championship basketball team
Hmm.
that he came in and he had. You didn't have to do nothing. You could have coached this fucking team, bro, without any basketball experience. You could have came in and said, "Hey, you motherfuckers just do y'all. I'm gonna sit over here in my nice ass 3-piece suit every
Yeah.
night and I'm chilling. Y'all do what y'all do, and you would have won a championship." So, with that being said, they were already ready for it because they had experienced the ups and downs for 3 years straight.
Mm.
So, the experience that they needed, they got it. You know what I'm saying? So, after they got it, you don't need to coach them no more. They don't need nobody. They already got the experience. So,
Mm.
it's just like how people clown Miami. Oh, when LeBron, we go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they seen it. They like, oh, it was the experience. Like, oh shit, this what it takes. But D Wade knew. Bosh and Brian didn't know because it was
Yeah.
something new to them. So now you get there, you do it, you like, oh, this what it takes. So now he can adjust and win in Los Angeles. He can adjust and win in Cleveland with different players, but he know what it takes now. So I just think with Minnesota, man, experience is everything, man. I think they needed experience.
I think they done had their fair share of major lumps too. Like they seen, we remember when Pat Bev stood up on the table because they wanted to play in and they finally got in. And then,
Yeah,
you seen the steps that they took forward. Now, when you having conversations, they beat the defending champs and, and well, at that time, defending champs, they beat Denver in a very, very dominant fashion. And so like that wind, that experience, getting more strength into their legs, I think they right there too.
yeah, no doubt. I think they right there, man. I just think, man, like I said, experience is gonna be for them. Um, I don't. The NBA is kind of up and down, man. We'll see. I gotta see who's gonna do what, especially after Olympics, and
Fact.
then the end season trades. I gotta see what's gonna happen with that too,
No
because
bang.
people make some great in season trades, and that'll put their team into the next spot too. You know what I mean? So
Well, yeah, I just think it's always good for us, especially when, we talk about the people we think need to make the movements and then we can go back and reflect on them. Because again, people thought I was crazy about Drew Holiday until
yeah, yeah,
we
they
see
did,
till
they
we seen
did.
what Drew Holiday do. Thought I was
Yeah,
crazy. What, bro?
yeah,
What do you mean, Drew Holiday? Bro, he's gonna be the X
yeah.
factor. I'm not saying he's gonna be the best player on the court, but he's going to be the
He's
X
gonna be the
factor.
X factor. I agree with you though. I
Like,
agree with you. I knew he's a good. He's been there.
he's
He's
been
been
there,
there. He's been
been there
there.
in
So
dominant fashion. The
in
person
dominant fashion.
the person y'all call point guard. Well, some of y'all, because I don't mess with CP3 like that. But the person some of y'all call point guard, Drew Holiday was his nightmare, his worst nightmare, boy.
Yeah, yeah, he is. Been that, been
I
that for sure.
I never seen CP3 get pickpocketed the way he did until Drew was out there, boy.
Yeah, and it's some players who just man, you have trouble with, man,
I mean,
and
but
you
he's showing that he's a problem to everybody.
yeah, he do. I didn't seen people give him buckets, but
Facts.
like I said, it's some guys, man, where you just you when you come out there on a daily, they either play like you or they know your game, and
Hmm.
it's just hard just getting over the hump with them, man. Like every fucking time you play them, it's like, this is gonna be a rough game. I know he coming with it. I know, you know what I'm saying. He didn't study me. He know my move. He know my special move. You know, oh, when I'm about to create
Everything, boy.
space, he know. Yeah, he done studied the shit out of me. So now it's like, okay, how can I move different on this? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at Drew Holiday, though, for
I
sure.
like him, man. I like him. So yeah, we had a good episode. We definitely turned up on the sports because it's been a minute. Like
It's been a minute, man.
The Olympics triggered everything. But yeah, it's another episode of Almost Anything. We'll catch y'all next week, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.